Oh, got one more fuck up in here. What's up? I see you. Scotty, what's up, bro? What's up, brother? Just figured I'd go live. Peace Slayer, Juan Gotti. I'm mad early. Peace Slayer, listen, bro. Listen. You've been talking about crack an awful lot. You keep it up, I might have to ban your ass because you're starting to trigger me. Cut that out. I'm fucking with you. Midwest, what's up? Safe environment. LRG. Always feeling cute, bro. You know, I was feeling so cute today. I even shot Natty her own personal fucking selfie of me. Natty even got duck lips with the selfie I shot her today. That's how cute I've been feeling. Oh. What's everybody up to? I just wanted to go live. I'm all fucking wound up tonight. Everybody went to bed on me. My unemployed ass. Everybody got work and school tomorrow except me. So I'm up on a fucking sick one tonight. Wanted to address a few things. Dub said, sorry if I'm talking funny. I got my medicine in my mouth. Want to address a few things that Dub been saying today. Get my shit together here. My cat, the kitten, I posted a couple months ago, Johnny. It's his actual name. I actually named the kitten Johnny. She got one of them. Not the other cat. He got one of those. Them fucking them centipedes or the millipedes that are in the basements. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that are fast as fuck with the long legs, and they're scary. Well, at least to me, they're scary as fuck. Bugs don't bother me, but them centipedes or millipedes, whatever the fuck they're called, they're in like your basement. I know there's someone out there knows what I'm talking about. But he's there fucking playing with it. Freaked me the fuck out. Hell yeah, sub gang, Scotty. Fuck yeah, saved my life, bro. Saved my life. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Yeah, see, the 1,000-leggers, what I call 1,000-leggers, are the ones I would play with. 1,000-legger. These are like, they're shorter and fat. The 1,000-leggers are the long, skinny ones. The ones I'm talking about, I think they're actually called like a house centipede. They're short and fat and they're brown, and their legs are real long. They're scary as fuck. That's the only way I can explain it. I hate them motherfuckers, bro. I hate them. I can't stop itching. I seen him playing with that fucking thing. I keep feeling it on my feet. I keep thinking it's crawling on me. Yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about, there, Scotty. If you have a basement, you got these motherfuckers. You got them. Especially, I don't know. Well, I don't know where you're at. Jim Diddy Carlos, Truth One, Midwest RV, the human centipede. Hey, you know, I can't even rag on. Excuse me. I can't even rag on the Blackstone, that griddle, because I want one. I want to get one. I just don't have room for it. I got the girl in the smoker. I want one of them for exactly what he did to cook breakfast. That's why I want one of them. But you know, I would keep it outside, and they fucking rust. Even if you throw a tarp or a grill cover on it, they're real prone to rust. That's the only thing that's holding me back on it. And if he paid that much, I don't know. You grab him for $300. I'm almost situated here. I gotta focus. You know, all right. You know, he always says, yeah, there's no way, Peace there, because they go for 300 all day, bro. Home Depot has them for 300. I don't know if it's a Blackstone or whatever, but it's a griddle top. They're all the same. They're all the same. You ain't getting nothing special. Oh, really, Jody? What are the bad reviews? I didn't even read any reviews. I just know that fucking cast is going to rust. I mean, if you're, I don't even know how to say it. I'm not even a construction worker. But like if you like work with your hands and like know like basic metal and shit like that, whatever. I mean, you put cast in the rain, it's gonna rust. That's the only thing that's holding me back on it. Because after a year, do they sell kits to like take care of them? You know what I mean? There's got to be something you could do to keep that from rusting or whatever. I got a griddle for the stove, just not big. Listen, bro, there's 7 motherfuckers in this house. Like when we have potatoes, like actually tonight, did a breakfast dinner. I do a whole bag of potatoes. I cooked 5 pounds of potatoes today, and it wasn't enough. There wasn't enough potatoes for everybody. That's why I'm saying you can only get such a big griddle. The griddle we have for the stove takes up, it's 3 burners long. Takes up the whole center one or the left or right side, and it's not big enough. Them Blackstones, you got some space on there to do what you want to do. Yeah, Russ. Well, yeah, all propane, all them valves are prone to getting. The big thing with them propane valves, what clogs them up, is spiders and spider webs. That's the main clog of those fucking propane valves. It's a spider. Just blow it out. So you, what's up, Casket? Cheek, what's up, bro? User, what's up? Anybody else? I missing anybody? Juan, Jody? I see no these motherfuckers. Yeah. I figured you'd have to see it. Them griddles are just like having a cast iron skillet, but you don't keep a cast iron skillet outside, though. You know what I mean? That even covered up. That's in the weather, the humidity. Like I said, even if it's raining, it's still in the elements. Even covered up. All the humidity is getting to it. But no, this ain't me talking shit on what his griddle he bought, because I want one. You know what? Here we go. Clip it. Get that record button ready. I am jealous of Dub. He got a griddle. You know, he's always saying, where are yins doing this? Where are yins doing that? I drop all these pictures. Yins ain't doing this. You ain't doing that. What's up? I dropped a gang of pictures tonight. What's up? So am I still not doing this, or what? Or are they fake pictures? I don't know. Someone got to tell me. I don't know. Did I prove the proof tonight or no? Oh, user. Oh, bro. Good fucking idea. Because he probably bought that with money he earned from working when he owned Ohana. Yeah. Good fucking idea, bro. Because Ohana's still at a loss. We're still fixing jobs that he fucked up 3 years ago. We're still fixing jobs. So I need the rest of my siding, that griddle. I'm going to grab the gas can. There really ain't much left there to grab. Besides, the griddle is the only thing worth grabbing, the griddle and that gas can and the rest of the sidings. The gas can's actually worth more than the siding. So my main priority before he got that griddle was to grab that gas can. Yeah, but how often when you first get that griddle casket, you can be using it every day or every other day, but after 2 weeks, it becomes a fucking chore and a process. Of all his, where's my other phone at? What did he say? Where the fuck's my phone? Hold on 1 second. Ouch. Why I look for my phone? You know, one thing that he always does, or is it just me? Why do all trashy people have get? I don't know. I don't know. Uh, Peace Slayer, God damn it, you sidetracked me. One thing that always stands out to me, not stands out, but he is he not forever always moving the goalpost? He's been on my teenage son all week about how he's shooting. Now, once you prove something to Dub, he moves the goalpost. Now we're talking about scope fucking knob covers. That's how desperate Bay Area. What's up, bro? J Cats. That's how desperate this dude is. He just like he's fucking drowning. He tries to grab at anything. He is feeling so defeated. He's talking shit on scope knob covers of a teenager shooting a fucking gun. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I ain't stealing shit, bro. I'm taking what's mine. I ain't gonna steal shit. I'm taking what's mine. I'm repoing my shit. As the CEO of Ohana Building and Welding, what's mine is mine, bro. Just what it is. If he don't like it, he could do something about it. I need to find my fucking phone. Right now. J-Cats. He's out there right now, bro. He's sleeping in the truck. He's sleeping in the Suburban tonight. Tasha! No, I know you didn't, Peace Slayer, but that's what, you know what I mean? He is now. He said, well, if he don't need the sled, if he was sighting the gun in, why ain't the knob covers off? The fuck? Dub, you don't take the knob covers off till you have to make adjustments. Or after you're done, the knob covers are on. I don't remember exactly how that went because all he was doing was shooting a gun. I don't fucking analyze every step and remember every step of the way. When you sight a gun in, you go, you sit down, you fire 3 shots. Well, this is how we do it. You fire 3 shots. You see where you're hitting. If the scope needs zeroed in, you take your knob covers off, you adjust accordingly. You fire 3 more shots. You look at your group. You adjust or whatever. If you're fucking hitting, like at that, we have 2 ranges. We have it's 65 yards. That was the original range. Actually, it's 67 yards. That's what we sight. When we sight in at the 67-yard range, we want our bullets hitting about an inch high at 67 yards. So about to make up for drop for farther shots. And then we have a 100-yard range to the right of there. But if you're at the perspective of that pitcher, once you're sighted in, you throw your fucking knob covers back on, and then you throw 3 more shots. You just don't shoot, or at least us, you just don't shoot and adjust. We do groups of 3. We adjust after 3. But it's not no sighting a gun in isn't no scientific fucking adventure. But that's what I'm just saying. How he just moves. You understand what I'm saying? He's constantly moving the goalposts. Always. It's always something else. But he said, I need to find my phone. He said something. It's going to piss me off. And of course, it's dead. Of course. He better make sure. I want that griddle clean too before I come. I don't want to fucking get it back here to the house and have to fucking get the brush at and scrub it off. I want the motherfucker clean when I come to get it. Aaron, what's up? I want my phone to charge up here. You know, he's been showing all these jobs for everybody's been around. He shows the main job is the fucking the pool barn he did. We've been seeing that pool barn, that siding job, the concrete pad, and that hotel room. We've been seeing them jobs. I think there might be another one in there. I can't remember. He's like in a hallway painting or something. I don't know. It's all the same, which are all honest, hardworking jobs. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with those jobs. But we've been seeing these jobs over and over and over, and he's been telling us how good of a fucking he's been rubbing those pictures in our face like he's the only one doing that and the only one to have skills to do those jobs. They are the only jobs he talks about doing. And he sauces them up too. How he did this and did that. He laid that fucking 8-foot square of tile. He grouted it up. You know what I mean? He could that 8-foot square of fucking tile. He turns into like he's fucking tiling 867 square feet of fucking granite in the 16th chapel. But you know what I mean? Getting back to the point, he tells us about these same 4 jobs, and they're all the same. Like I said, they're all honest, hardworking, good paying, hardworking jobs. I mean, it's nothing out of the ordinary for construction, and that's all he talks about. Now all of a sudden, he's building nuclear power plants, building 500-foot fucking tall cooling towers. I mean, he takes pictures of all these little jobs he does, all these little rinky-dink jobs that he tells us about all the time that 9 out of 10 construction workers would be doing on a weekend as a side job. He's doing as a full-time job. Even though he's doing all these little jobs, he didn't take pictures of all this big, extravagant, prestigious jobs that he's done. We just got to believe him. So that was out there building fucking 500-foot cooling towers for nuclear power plants, running it. He's designing it, running it, building it, not taking no pictures. Then he comes on live all excited, all fucking, yeah, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. And he pulls up a video of forming a fucking sidewalk curb. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Here we go. We got the phone firing up. Fezlov, what's up, bro? Did I miss anybody? Ian's picking up what I'm putting down there about how he brags about all these little jobs, but all this other stuff he did, he has no pictures of. Or am I wrong? If I'm wrong, I want to know if my criticism or my opinion's wrong or flawed or whatever. Someone let me know. Because to me, someone that's working on cooling towers for nuclear reactors and shit like that, if you're doing all that, why are you so excited about forming a sidewalk curb? A sidewalk curb. Bro, he was showing them pictures of that tile of a wasn't even a room. I gave him it wasn't even a room. He was talking about that foyer, if that's even what you want to call it, in that hotel room. 8-foot square of fucking tile in a entranceway of a motel room, as if fucking it was $100 million job. And that's going to be a post too, because I snapped the flick on that. His grout joints, holy. We'll save that for another day. He's getting cooked enough tonight. But he said all right, what did he say? Let me find this. Yeah, I got my phone. We could go over a couple posts here. I just come on to bullshit, you know what I mean? Chop it up with yins. Oh yeah, here we go. Tammy. You know nothing about me raising my children. My kids go to camp every single year. Have been for the last 6 years. Have been for the last 6 years that they have been eligible to go. My kids, now I wouldn't even be addressing this, but he continues to talk about my kid. So I'm going to address what he says, because people likes to say I attack his kids. I attack his kids. No, I respond to him attacking my fucking kid. So he goes, my kids go to camp every single year, have been for the last 6 years that they have been eligible to go. What do you mean eligible to go? See, me, I'm my own man. I do what the fuck I want to do. And most importantly, I own my own fucking camp. So when me and my kids want to go to fucking camp, we just go to camp. What the fuck? What do you mean eligible to go? What the fuck does that even mean? What is he talking about there? Eligible to go to camp. Barry Wood, hard heart, bro. Could someone tell me what that means, being eligible to go to camp? Like me, owning my own shit, I could walk upstairs right now, tell my kids, come on, let's go. We're going to camp. Get in a truck, and we drive to camp. I don't ask them. They don't ask me to go to camp, and I tell them, no, you can't go to camp this weekend. You're not eligible. What does that mean? You're not eligible to go to camp. What is he talking about there? We hunt, hike, fish, and do amazing things together. That's good. You should do amazing things together. You're a family. You should do all them things. I do all that as well. I posted all the pictures of it today. Well, not all of it, some pictures. It's all been out years before any one of you lames started stalking me and my family. I never stalked you or your family. I need a drink. Could someone, did anybody see that post? I want someone to explain to me, or him. If he wants the link, I'll drop the link. Could someone explain to me what being eligible to go to camp means? What does that mean? Anyone? Yins is wild. You know, I started trying to switch it up today and putting y'all instead of yins in chat, but I kept fucking up. I can't do it. My brain's so hardwired saying it and typing it. It's just like like how Dub goes. It's the same thing with me with yins. I can't stop it. Like the kid getting the ball in the Sandlot movie. That's how you're gonna have to steal the griddle. The rocket stove. That's not. You know what? That's a good idea, but fuck. I mean, I guess when I go scrap some fucking steel, just scrap it. But that's it. That rocket stove is scrap. That's it. No one could explain what being eligible to go to camp is. No, J Cats, I can't take the mailbox, bro. Then Natasha couldn't receive her child support from her baby's dad, and then Dub would really be a shit out of luck. You know what I mean? I can't do that. I'm not that dirty. I'm not that dirty and fucking slimy. You know what I mean? I could get down and be a slime ball, but I'm not that slimy. No one has an opinion on what that means. Seriously, I'm being serious about that. In all honesty, what does that mean? Being eligible to go to camp. Because I'm sure there's motherfuckers in here that have a camp. You just talk to the old lady, say, hey, you want to go to camp this weekend? You pack your shit and you go to camp. What does being eligible to go to camp mean? Little Smoky. Hey, just so the mods in the chat, just so everybody knows, I want no one blocked unless Dub's the only one not welcome here. But I don't want no one blocked or anything unless they do talk like Dub. That's all. Everybody's free to have an opinion, whether it agrees with me or disagrees, whether they like me or dislike me. I ain't on that lockdown shit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking there, like a summer camp, but I don't know. Hey, Tony the Toucher, you want to know what makes you look super fucking lame and creep? I'm going to read how he's typing. Hey, Tonya the Toucher, you want to know what makes you look super fucking lame and creep, and that you're pathetic as fuck, beat as fuck, and are literally the worst person on earth. I wouldn't go that far, Dub. I didn't beat my mom. I didn't beat my grandma. I didn't beat my baby mom. I didn't smoke meth with a 15-year-old in a hotel room. I didn't beat my son's face in when he was 8 because he didn't cook me enough dinner. These are all things that Dub has admitted to in his own live recording. I haven't done any of that. OTS. It's okay. It's the simple fact you openly prove you stalk me and my family, wife, kids, business, the way I provide for them, then blah, blah, blah. Come on. Well, that's enough. Let's see what the chat's saying here. B brain. I seen that the other day when you said that. I think it was yesterday. The B brain. I think old Barry Wood's been bullshitting us. He don't stock shelves. I think he might be in the trades. Dub's gained so much weight if you look at his last 4 years. Bro, not even the last 4 years, the last 6 months. The transformation in the last 6 months is some crazy work. That stress eating. Jeez. Yeah, here's another one. Tammy, you know nothing about me raising my children. My kids go to camp. Oh, yeah, that's, yeah, I only know what you tell us on YouTube. I only ever comment on what you talk about. I only ever respond and criticize what you talk about and what you post. If you don't like what I have to say about it, don't post and don't talk about it. Oh, is that what you do, B Wood? You stock the shelves as you're 40, and you just have a little Buckeyes on the side, crimping some pipes, still flossing here and there. Do some tongue and groove here and there. Is he live? He ain't live, is he? He's not live. Midwest, he's trying to deny that interaction even happened with the McDonald's worker. My live's still up. You can go back. That dude knew exactly who I was talking about. He said he's in the chat group right now, and he was insinuating that he's in the chat group, not like he's physically or like literally in there. He's in there, and they're fucking clowning him. Is exactly what that dude meant. Excuse me. You know, something else, you know, again, I'm only responding to the shit he says. He's been criticizing my son all day. Something else that I posted tonight improved. You know, I showed pictures of a couple of my kids. I have more than a few kids, but I've showed the pictures tonight was over a period of shit, probably 12 years. One of my sons in a few of them pictures, you could watch him, you could see him on that quad at like, I think he might have been 4 all the way up until his late teenage years. Dub, can you show any pictures of any of your older sons over a period of 10 years? Can you do what I just showed tonight? Where's your pictures or your sons, your blood sons, over a period of 10 years? Still waiting. Still waiting. Now you said, Barry, the statement fits what Pete's. I know MSP's around. How do you know which account is MSP? Straight up, I'm not trolling. Because there's so many different people that troll. And there's, you know what I mean? I'm sure MSP is behind some, well, I know, and I'm not sure. I know he is. Everybody knows this. But how do you know which one's MSP and which one's not? You know what I mean? It's just like everybody saying, Diddy's Barry Wood, Velma's Barry Wood, Plug's Barry Wood. You know what I mean? How do you know which one's MSP and which one's not? I mean, I could care less. I'm just seeing what's going on in chat and just keeping the conversation going. Just like saying with the Barry Wood and all them other accounts, I give a fuck less. But how do people know that's who that is behind that account? Yeah, see, yeah, you're right, Barry. I don't know. I'm not up on a lore with MSP. I'll admit that. I'm not up on a lore with that. Maybe I am. I just don't notice it. I'm sure I've seen a lot of shit being said from him, that not realizing that that's who it is. But every time I hear Dub's son, I can't help but think of when Preston said, "Oh yeah, thank you, Jody. Got some big fucking news. Got some big fucking news." I can't help but think of when Preston said he would send Jim a picture with his fucking Natty's job. I don't believe Fez love. What's up, Fez? I don't believe that Irony's Carlos Ray. There's no way. I don't believe that at all. Irony's a pretty cool dude. Irony's all right. Deans want the news. Should I drop a bomb? Should I drop a bomb on Dub right now? Is he live? Is he live? Is he live? Please tell me he's live. Let me check. Hold on. Please be live. Please be live. Please be live. Dang the bad luck. He's not live. Sir Presty Smokes a Lot is a free man. Dub, did you know that? Did you know the big Presty is out? rumor has it, Sir Presty's coming for that ass because his own father snitched on him and got him locked up. That's what the rumor is around town. Come on, bro. Don't make me pull a fucking flames and don't spam the chat shit. Scotty. He's already on Amazon ordering 6 more, bro. He needs one on every corner. I don't know. I don't know what's coming, but just Sir Presty is a fucking free man. His own father didn't even know that. He's home from the chain gang. He's free. He's free, J Cats. He's free. Maybe Natasha might get that hog in her jaw now. Preston's been to prison and Dub put him in prison. Oh, shit. Bro, he's big mad. He's big mad. I mean, wouldn't you be mad if your own dad fucking called the fucking police, called the law on you, told them where you were, and got you fucking locked up? Dang. It's a ruthless fucking cold world out there, ain't it? Preston seems to stomach knocked out. You know, straight up, that's why I like having these lives. One of the best parts about it is just reading the comments. Everybody fucking writes. Because some of these motherfuckers are pretty quick-witted. I fucking love it. I love fucking a witty motherfucker. I love it. J-Cats, there ain't gonna be no fight. Dub's gonna call the fucking police. Dub's already on the fucking phone calling the police and giving them a heads up. Preston wants to fight his dad for snitching. P. Slater just got off the phone with him. Dang the bad luck, Dub. Dang the bad luck, bro. You know what? You're like, you're not giving him enough credit, J-Cats. He don't want to handle business. Preston is going to handle business and stand on it. Yes, he does, Scotty. Yes, I would. If Dub wasn't scared of him, why'd he call the police on him? If Dub wasn't scared of Yaw, why'd he call the police on him? If Dub wasn't scared of BCV, why'd he call the police on him? If Dub wasn't scared of Eric Lopez, why'd he call the police on him and put restraining order on him and file for an extension 2 separate times? Why? Why? Well, that's what P. Slater. One, Dub not only snitched and got his son locked up, but he also brags about robbing his own kid too. What the fuck is going on? I don't know if you were there that one live. He bragged and was laughing about the time he got him for a pound of weed or whatever it was, $1,000 in weed. How do you jack your own son for $1,000? Then a couple years down the line, you put the law on his ass and get him locked up. All because you're scared. All because he was cracking your fucking old lady. You call the law on him and get him locked up. You know, Eric Lopez isn't even worried about Dub. He got that new house, that big fucking house he just bought. He's fucking Dub's a fucking dust in the wind, bro. Dub's still stuck. Irony, what's up, bro? Dub's still stuck in the fucking yard. And Eric bought that big fucking house, moved his family out of there, and Eric's on the come up. He's fighting on a fucking he lost, yeah, he TKO'd, he got TKO'd, but he still fought on the main card, BKFC. None of us could say that, you know what I mean? How many of us are even on a fucking amateur card? This motherfucker's on a main card on BKFC. That's fucking respectable and commendable, you know what I mean? I wouldn't jump in that ring with any of them motherfuckers. Valiant effort to replicate my school ambience yesterday, Johnny. It would make more sense if you had half a brain and what you said was true. Try harder next time. Scotty, first thing, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, Dub's on the fucking phone and getting that shit on a roll. You know it, bro. You know it. I mean, I'm only coming to these conclusions based on Dub's previous actions. Just off the top of my head, just not even thinking about it, 4 restraining orders he's filed on people. Am I right? Let's see. Eric, Lights Out Lopez, and his baby mama. Fuck yeah, Arnie. I think I believe his record's 3-5 in the BKFC. You know what I mean? He worked his way up her, but they have the BKFC set up just like the UFC, where they have the prelims and the undercard, whatever you want to call it. He was on the main card. You know, I thought I worked hard for the years that I worked in construction. You know, I'd wake up whining and complaining that my back hurt, my knees hurt. I couldn't imagine getting punched in the face for a living without gloves. You know what I mean? I mean, boxing's tough as fuck, but bare knuckle, that's a whole different animal, bro. That is a whole different animal. You have to be, I don't even know you say crazy. That's a special kind of person to be to pursue bare knuckle fighting professionally as a career. That I don't know how you could talk. The only way that you could talk shit on a professional, really any, not even bare knuckle. The only way that you could talk shit on a professional combat sports athlete, is if you are a professional combat sports athlete. Maybe if you're amateur, maybe you could, because you're still doing the same shit. But any of us motherfuckers out here on the street can't talk shit on a professional fighter. Yeah, the slap fighting, the one that I just seen maybe a couple months ago, I think it's all in the same group of that with the slap boxing. They do the Oklahomas. You see the Oklahomas yet? They're not really Oklahomas. What is it, like 30 yards or something? But it's basically an Oklahoma with no pads. They just run and just head on. You seen that yet? I don't even know what the fuck it's called. But dudes get knocked out ice cold. Talk about fucking CTE. Yeah, a lot of them are Samoans. The majority are Samoans. There's other races there, but what is that called? That I hate talking shit on professional athletes, but that right there, doing them Oklahomas with no pads, that's stupid, bro. That's I mean, you're asking to get hurt there or die. I don't know if Vince McMahon does. I know Dana White has his hands. I'm almost positive Dana White has his hands in that, but I know for a fact Dana White has his hands in the power slap. But I believe that what I'm talking about is all grouped into the power slap. Yeah, 100% Preston's a free man. 100%. I gotta. What is that called? I don't know. I don't want to look. I gotta keep him talking. I hate going quiet on live. I hate doing that. I don't think I've ever seen a small Samoan ever. Is it possible for a Samoan to be little? Yeah, it's guaranteed. It's not if you're going to get CTE. It's when. How long can you do that? I mean, even once every. How hard they hit once every 6 months is too much. There's no protection whatsoever. I don't even think they use neck rolls. You know, the guys that play football, you know, I'm talking about the little neck rolls. I don't even think they use them. They use a mouth guard. That's it. That's all the protection they have is a mouth guard. Preston don't want it. Preston's coming for that fade. Preston's coming. Run it. Yeah, run it. So is there two different leagues? So you got run it and run it straight. Which one is associated with the, or maybe I'm wrong, but isn't one of them incorporated into the power slap and all that? Doesn't Dana White have one of them? Or am I wrong? I can't believe that's like what is that word I'm looking for? Like it's acknowledged as like a sport because that all has to be regulated. Am I right? Is that considered a combat sport? Doesn't that need to be all regulated by a commission? Or am I talking out of my ass here? Yeah, sanctioned. Doesn't that have to be sanctioned? Because there's money involved. It has to be sanctioned. 100%, right? Once that money comes into play, it has to be, correct? I'm not too knowledgeable on all the intricacies on all that with fighting and all that, but I'm almost positive if there's money involved, there has to be a commission there. Because otherwise, if it wasn't regulated, you'd be having whoever coming up in there have someone prone to seizures. They get hit one time, fall over, have a seizure, and die. Yeah, Preston's one that called him out. Preston's the one that dropped the truth bombs. Preston's the one that exposed Dub on all of his lies. Tim's the one that Dub gave money to come up and back his lies up on live. If you don't believe me, it's in the Discord. Dub was in the Discord when all that was going on. Dub was in the Discord fighting with Preston, and Preston exposed how Tim called Preston, and Dub shot him $20 to come up on live because Tim didn't want any parts of this. This is all in the Discord, the old Discord, not whatever one's going on now. But Dub's in there running his mouth. Him and Preston are fucking arguing, and Preston exposed him for shooting Tim $20. What did Preston say? Oh, because Dub was saying, well, Tim said this, Tim said that, and Preston said, he only came up there. He didn't want to come up there. You gave him $20 for him to go up on panel. Dub forced him and had to give him $20 for his own son to come up on panel to live for him. It's in the old Discord. Him and Preston were in there arguing back and forth about it. It's not sanctioned? That's crazy. That don't matter. That's crazy that there could be money involved because people bet on it and shit. Them dudes get paid and people bet on them bouts or them matches, whatever you want to call it. Can you still hear? Yeah. And insurance companies, would you say? So you're telling me that shit goes on unsanctioned, uninsured? How ain't there a millionaire yet? I guess they, yeah, I'm sure they signed all kind of, they 100% they signed their life away on some contract. But that is, I can't believe they even risked doing that. Unsanctioned, uninsured. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. That's insane. Jody, when you say rugby leagues are against it, you just saying like they don't, you know what I mean? They don't acknowledge it, like they don't want, don't promote it or whatever. I can't believe it. That's why it's not insured, because it's not sanctioned. I bet if it was sanctioned, because once you have that governing body, that's when they do all the physicals and all the drug tests. If that was sanctioned, they'd be able to get insurance on it. But I understand why they don't want to. Why it's not sanctioned. I mean, it's crazy as fuck. It's only a matter of time before someone dies. It's just like the early days of UFC, like the first 10 when UFC first come out. Older guys in here like my age will remember, like the first 10, there was no rounds, there was no time limits, and there was only two rules: no biting and no eye gouging. I remember dudes, was it Gary Coleman? I remember not Gary Coleman. Yeah, Gary Coleman's the black dude. He was coming out in the black gi. I remember Gary Coleman beating the fuck, punching this dude in his dick and his nuts as hard as he could, like 10 fucking times, just blasting his nuts, bro. And then another big thing was the heel stomps. Gary Goodrich, you know who I'm talking about. Jody, you know exactly what fight I'm talking about, bro. He had him like in a side mount on his back, and he was just, I think it was like an Asian dude. He was just blasting him in his dick, bro. Yes, the UFC 1 to 10. I watched them. I must have watched them 100 times each by now. The first 10 UFCs were the best, and then they used to do them heel stomps. Gary Goodrich was good for when they would stand up and they'd be on the fence. He was known to do them fucking heel stomps. Can you imagine getting your fucking top of your foot crushed, getting stomped like that? Yeah, that dude got knocked straight. His head just went limp. The one they run as fast as they can into each other, right? What's the name? Jody just pulled it up. It's called Run It, and then there's another version of Run It something. Yeah, they're like Oklahoma's. But the slapping and Run It, they're tied together. Yeah, not only the UFCs, but we used to watch. I remember watching all the Tyson fights. I could still remember like it was yesterday, watching the Tyson Holyfield fight when he bit his fucking ear. I could tell you where I was sitting, who was sitting next to me, like the conversation it was, and I was a little kid. I remember that like it was yesterday, watching that happen. No, I didn't know that, J Cats. I didn't know that. I'm just reading chat here. That's why I'm quiet. Try to catch up, see if I missed anything. Oh yeah, because the sport involves full speed, high impact collisions between two players in a confined space, it has drawn severe criticism and warning. Yeah, naturally, concussion and brain health. Major organizations, governing bodies, including the Queensland Rugby, New Zealand Rugby, have explicitly stated that they do not endorse or permit these events. It's only a matter of time before they're illegal. It's only a matter of time. Hopefully, they stop it before someone gets permanently hurt or killed, because it's impossible for someone not to get hurt. Impossible. Yeah, Tyson Spinks. I remember this was even before that. I remember as a kid when Buster Douglas beat Tyson. I remember being in my buddy's backyard, little kids talking about Tyson losing. Oh shit. I agree, Jay Katz. And if he don't like what I have to say, he could talk about me all he wants. Stop talking about my children. He could say I talked about his kids all he wants. I did this, I did that. Yes, I did. But it was only in response to him saying it to me. That's all. It's not that hard. Criticize me all you want. But he insists on bringing the children into it. And that's the problem that I have. We at the 56-minute mark. Might be winding it down here a little bit. My goofy ass can only talk for so long. My brain power. That's like every time I look, I'm doing a live. At 50 minutes, I stop running out of shit to say. Unless, of course, you got Jody and Jay Katz in there talking. Give me some dialogue. I could chop it up with you. If any faceless trolls out there want to hit that link, come up and have some dialogue, make an interesting panel here. Anybody want to hop up? Where's that? Is that dude from last weekend or 2 weekends ago when I was all fucked up? Is he in here? I want him to come. I like that. That dude. He was a pretty cool dude. All right, Jody. Always a pleasure talking to you, bro. Well, typing to you. My bad. Fezlov. Chivo is figuring out you aren't. I can't. That money sign's in the way. You aren't a turd nugget, but nah. Listen, I know Chivo looks at me as a turd nugget. I mean, that don't bother me. I go into Chivo's chat because it breaks the monotony up of all the bullshit. There's things that Chivo talks about that interest me, and that's what I like talking about. Dub isn't, contrary to what Dub and other people may say, Dub isn't on my mind. I come to YouTube for entertainment, not Dub. When Dub's running his dick suckers, yeah, I have fun clowning the dude, but he occupies very little space in my brain. But I come on here, I see Chivo's live, and he's talking about cars or whatever he's talking about. I like listening to the dude and hearing his opinion on certain things. That's all. That's why I don't ever entertain any of the bullshit that goes on in there that has to do with Dub, because it's enough of that on YouTube for everybody to partake in. You know what I mean? You can only say the same thing so many times. My trade is acting. He's going. He's working and going on vacation in Nevada next week, apparently. Yeah, Chivo's all right. I like Chivo's get down. I mean, it is what it is. I know there's people. I hate using this word. Excuse me. I hate using this word, but I know there's people, air quotes, on this side. Probably don't like me saying that, but dang the bad luck. It is what it is. I like the dude's get down, and he like what he says. That's all. Some motherfuckers act like it's the end of the world when you're in someone's chat and you're agreeing with them or share the same opinion. Just because I hate someone, that doesn't mean whatever they say is fuck shit. Like Ray Browning, perfect example. Ray Browning clowns on me constantly, but that fucking hockey rink that he built for his boy the past 2 years, how can you not respect something like that? You know what I mean? He could call me the biggest dickhead and say this and that about me, whatever he wants. That doesn't make what he did for his boy, you know what I mean? I don't take away his actions. I respect shit like that, whether I like the dude or not. I don't know. There ain't with me. There ain't no like in between. It is what it is. I don't know. Hard to explain. I don't know. I think what the main problem is, a lot of people take this shit too serious. YouTube has no bearing on your life unless you let it have bearing on your life. If YouTube affects your life, it's because you let it affect your life. You caused that to happen. Yeah. What did happen to Flames? Did he just like disappear, or did something happen? I never followed that dude. The only time I would see him is when he would pop up in chats. He would come over to Tony's and say shit, or Allen's when he come over to us. I never watched his live. Well, last time I was in his live is when he went on that shit about Zebby, when he was calling Zebby that gay dude or whatever that. I said, bro, that ain't Zebby. And I got blocked instantly. And then that was the last time I was ever over there. And then he just like disappeared. So Ray, he's not with Ted Barrison. Is that confirmation on that? Ray, not Ray, excuse me. Flames and Ted Barris ain't kicking it together then? J-Cats, I might have to, bro, because he wants to lie. After he got down on his hands and knees and was begging me, please, 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 don't take my siding. I cut him a break. Now he comes on live and saying I wasn't there, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. I think I am going to go live. Next time when I go and get the rest of my siding back and my griddle, I am going to go live. Flames got choked out by a fork. when he would talk about the feds fucking tapping his internet, he wouldn't say like the feds tapped his fucking internet. He would say some goofy random shit about like microwaves and shit. I don't even know. I shouldn't even be talking about it because I know nothing about Flames. I'd be looking more stupid than I already do look. Oh shit. Make sure I didn't miss anything important here. I'm sure I didn't, but do my due diligence. Keep up. Now that it's on my mind, right? When you do your rink, how long does that last? How many months do you get out of that? How long does that last before the weather fucking eats that away? That's like straight up. People are gonna say I'm glazing you or whatever. That's like a work of art, bro. I don't even have to ask you because I know you're proud of it. I know how I would be. I would be like down on my hands and knees, like looking, put my eye level with the ice, admiring what I did. Because that rink is fucking beautiful. I rarely get jealous of another man, but you building that rink, bro, might cause a little jealousy. The year we went from November, what is that? Is that 5 months? November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, 5 months. Damn, I went. Oh, you are up in. I guess depending where you are in Canada, but I would have never guessed 5 months. Solid, like it's a solid 5 months. That's wild that the ice lasts that long. That's crazy. Do you have to add? Do you got to add shit to the water? I'm sure there's more involved in putting a liner and filling water up, right? That's just not water inside a liner. There got to be something inside that water, correct? Or no? Let's see how ignorant I am. Lukewarm olive oil. He threw lukewarm olive oil. No? Did Ray leave? I'm curious about that. Okay. To get it more white. So the only thing you add is just for the color. There's nothing you think I would know because I'm a plumber. There, I know there's shit out there that you can add to water to make it more dense, whereas it would last longer. There's nothing like that in bulk for. It wasn't hot. It was lukewarm. Flames heated it up and waited for it to cool down just enough. He could stick his little pinky in there. No, just water. That's crazy. 5 months. I would have said 2 months. That's it. But is there? I know it's out there, but I don't know how feasible it is to make the water. Because if the water is more dense, it'll freeze longer. There, or am I talking out of my ass here? I know that's a thing, but I'm talking about like on your level. Don't spam the Earls. Yeah, I wouldn't. It's a thing, but I don't know, like, as in hockey or anything like that. Yeah, I knew you drove a Zamboni. Actually, when I was a kid, one of my neighbors drove a Zamboni for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Used to give us fucking sticks all the time. I had so many Penguins practice sticks growing up from, say his name, Steve. Steve was one of the coolest motherfuckers ever. Him and his wife. His wife did something in the Civic Arena, but he drove the Zamboni. I constantly remember him giving us had Yager's practice stick, uh, Lemieux, Ulf and Kel Samuelson. Who else? Yeah, I think I still have some of them in my mom's garage. I gotta look for them actually. You just made me think of that. All right, everyone. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Plug while you have room, my favorite. Plug ain't up in here. All right, everyone. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Kick it down. Got it. Oh, lasted an hour and 8. I think this might be a new record. An hour 8. Hope everyone has a good night. Good day tomorrow if I don't see you. Appreciate everybody stopping by, showing love, talking shit, whatever it is. I appreciate it. Have a good night, everyone.